Mia was 20 years old. She lived in a small town called Willow River, a town with many trees, small houses, and a river that moved slowly through the middle. Mia liked her family very much. She had 2 younger brothers, her parents, and a cat named Shadow. Her life was simple. Every day she woke up at 7 o'clock, ate breakfast with her family, went to work in the small local bakery, came back home, ate dinner, and went to sleep. Every day was the same. She felt safe, but also tired of the same routine. Mia often walked near the river after work. The river was calm, the water clear. She could see fish moving slowly under the sunlight. The trees near the river were tall, with green leaves. Sometimes birds landed on the branches and sang softly. Mia liked the peace of the river, but she wanted more than peace. She wanted adventure. She wanted to see new towns. She wanted to meet new people. She wanted to feel something exciting, something unknown. One morning, Mia woke up early. The sun was shining through her window. She drank a cup of tea and looked at her phone. A new message appeared on the screen. Job opportunity in Blue Lake Town. Free room, calm life, good experience, start soon. Contact Mr. Harris. Mia read the message 3 times. She was not sure if it was real. Maybe this is my chance, she said softly. Her heart beat faster. She felt nervous and excited. She wanted to leave Willow River, even for a short time. She called her mother. "Mom, I found a new job opportunity. I want to try it. Can I go?" Her mother's voice was soft but worried. "Mia, you are our only daughter. Are you sure you want to leave?" "Yes, Mom," Mia said. "I will be careful, I promise." Her father said, "If this is what you want, Mia, we will support you, but call us every day." Mia packed her bag slowly. She put her clothes, a small notebook, her favorite books, and Shadow's picture. Shadow was at home, sleeping. She felt sad to leave him, but she knew she had to go. The next morning, Mia took a bus to Blue Lake Town. The bus ride was long. The city behind her became smaller. Fields, forests, and small hills appeared. The air smelled fresh. She could see animals on the hills, small birds, and sometimes a fox running across the field. The sun shone brightly. She felt happy to leave Willow River, but also nervous. When she arrived at Blue Lake Town, she saw small houses, a clean river, and streets without cars. Birds were singing. People were walking slowly. The town looked peaceful, quiet, and safe. Mia felt calm, but also curious. A man came to meet her. His name was Mr. Harris. He was tall, with short brown hair and friendly eyes. "Hello, Mia," he said. "Welcome to Blue Lake Town. I am Mr. Harris. You will live here. You will work here. You will like it." Mia followed him to a small house near the river. The house was simple but clean. There was a bed, a table, a chair, and a small kitchen. Outside the window, she could see the river moving slowly. The sun reflected on the water. The trees moved in the wind. Mia felt calm. Her first day at work was easy. She worked in a small office, helping people, sorting papers, writing notes, and delivering messages. Her coworkers smiled politely. They spoke softly. Everything was calm, simple, and perfect. After a few days, Mia noticed something strange. People in the town followed the same routine every day. They woke up at the same time, ate dinner at the same time, worked at work at the same time, and returned home at the same time. Mia asked a young woman, Anna, "Why does everyone do the same things every day?" Anna looked at her carefully. "It is better this way," she said. "Life is calm and safe. People are happy because everything is simple and predictable." Mia did not like the answer. She wanted freedom. She wanted to do something unexpected. She wanted life to be surprising. At night, she walked near the river. The moon reflected on the water. The air smelled fresh and cool. But the town was quiet. At 9:30 p.m., the streetlights became dim. At 10 p.m., no one was outside. Mia felt strange. The next morning, she asked Anna again, "Why is it so quiet at night?" Anna looked sad. "Do not ask too much," she said. "Some things are better not to know. You will understand later." Mia knew something was strange. Blue Lake Town was calm, but also controlled. She felt curiosity and fear at the same time. 1 week later, Mia met Leo, a young man who worked in the same office. He was new too. They started talking. "Do you like Blue Lake Town?" Mia asked. Leo smiled. "It is calm, but I like calm. But I want more. I want adventure. I want freedom." Mia smiled. "I feel the same. I want to see the world outside this town." They shared their dreams at night near the river. The stars shone in the sky. The river moved slowly. "Do you think we can leave the town?" Mia asked quietly. Leo looked serious. "It is dangerous, but maybe we must try. Staying here forever is not real life." They decided to make a secret plan. They would leave early in the morning. They would follow a road to the hills. No one should see them. They packed small bags with food, water, clothes, and some books. They wore quiet shoes and dark clothes. They prepared everything carefully. The night before their planned escape, they sat near the river and talked for hours. They imagined the world outside the town. Big cities, mountains, forests, rivers, and new people. They felt hope and fear at the same time. "I am scared, but I feel alive for the first time in weeks," Leo said. Mia nodded. "Yes, if we stay here, we will never know what life can be." The next morning, before sunrise, they left quietly. The town was asleep. The streets were empty. The river moved slowly. The wind was cold but fresh. Suddenly, a voice called, "Stop!" It was Mr. Harris. He stood near a small bridge. "You can stay here," he said calmly. "Life is safe, calm, easy." Mia looked at the river. The water moved freely. Freedom was ahead. "I do not want only safety," she said. "I want real life." Leo nodded. They crossed the bridge quietly. Mr. Harris did not stop them. They ran towards the hills, leaving the town behind them. They walked through the forest. Trees surrounded them. Birds sang. The wind touched their faces. They were nervous but happy. They rested near a small lake. The water was cold. The stars shone above. The moon reflected on the water. They drank water and ate some bread from their bags. "This is the first step to freedom," Mia said. "Yes," Leo said. "We are alive now." Mia and Leo woke up early near the small lake. The sun had not yet risen, and the sky was dark blue with stars. The forest around them was calm, but every sound seemed louder than usual. Birds had not started singing yet, and the wind moved the leaves softly. The water in the lake reflected the moon, making it shine like silver. They looked at each other. Both were tired but happy. "We did it," Mia said. "We left Blue Lake Town. We are free." Leo smiled. "Yes, but we must be careful. The road ahead is long and dangerous." They packed their small bags again and started walking. The forest was thick and the path was not easy to find. They walked slowly, looking at every step. Rocks, roots, and branches made the road difficult. They helped each other over big stones and across small streams. After some hours, the sun started to rise. The forest became brighter. The air was fresh and smelled like grass and flowers. They could see small birds flying between the trees. Mia stopped to look at a red flower. "It is beautiful," she said. "Yes," Leo said. "We are far from the town now. Everything here is natural. Nothing is controlled." As they walked, they talked about their plan. "Where will we go first?" Mia asked. Leo thought for a moment. "I think we should find a small village. Maybe people there can help us. We need food, water, and information about the bigger towns." Mia nodded. Yes, but we must be careful. We do not know anyone. We cannot trust strangers too quickly. They continued walking for hours. The forest changed slowly. Trees became smaller, and they could see hills in the distance. Birds sang louder. The air was warmer now. Mia felt happy, but also nervous. At noon, they stopped near a small river to eat. They shared some bread and cheese from their bags. The water was cold and clear. Mia put her hands in the water. "It feels so fresh," she said. "Yes," Leo said. "I did not know nature could be this beautiful. In Blue Lake Town, everything was calm, but it was not alive. Here, everything is alive." After eating, they continued walking. They followed the river because it was easier than walking through thick forest. Small animals appeared. A rabbit ran quickly across the grass. Birds flew from tree to tree. They could hear the sound of insects in the air. By late afternoon, they saw smoke in the distance. Mia stopped. "Look, smoke. Maybe a village." Leo nodded. "Yes, we should go carefully. We do not know who lives there. Maybe people are friendly, maybe not." They walked slowly toward the smoke. As they got closer, they saw small houses made of wood. Children played outside, women were washing clothes by the river, men were carrying baskets of food or wood. Everything looked peaceful. The village seemed safe. Mia and Leo went to the edge of the village. They looked for someone to ask for help. A woman with long brown hair noticed them. She smiled and walked toward them. "Hello, are you travelers? You look tired." "Yes," Mia said politely. "We are traveling. We left Blue Lake Town. Can we rest here?" The woman nodded. "Of course. I am Maria. You can rest in my house. We have food and water. Do you want something to eat?" "Yes, please," Leo said. They followed Maria to her small house. Inside, it was simple but clean. There was a table, a small fireplace, and a few chairs. Maria brought bread, cheese, and some fruits. Mia and Leo ate quickly because they were hungry. After eating, Mia asked, "Do you know any bigger towns near here?" Maria thought for a moment. "Yes, about 3 days' walk from here there is a town called Green Hills. People there are friendly, and you can find jobs if you want, but the road is not easy. There are forests, rivers, and hills. You must be careful." Leo nodded. "Thank you. We want to go there. We will rest today and start tomorrow." Mia and Leo slept that night in Maria's small house. They were tired but happy. They felt safe. For the first time, they felt like they could rest without fear. The next morning, Maria gave them food for the journey. She smiled at them. "Be careful. The road is not easy. Help each other and trust your feelings." Mia and Leo thanked her. They started walking again. The forest was quiet in the morning. The sun shone through the trees. They could see hills and small rivers. The road was difficult, but they were careful. As they walked, they talked about life. Mia said, "Do you think we will ever return to Blue Lake Town?" Leo shook his head. "No, that town is calm, but it is not alive. Here, everything is alive. We are free. We will not return." They continued walking for hours. They climbed hills, crossed small streams, and rested in the shade of big trees. They saw deer, rabbits, and many birds. Sometimes they sat quietly and just watched nature. By late afternoon, they arrived near a big river. The water moved quickly. Leo looked worried. "We must cross carefully. The water is deep and fast." Mia nodded. "Yes, let's find a safe place." They walked along the river for some time and found a place with small stones and shallow water. They crossed carefully, helping each other step by step. When they reached the other side, they both sat on the grass and laughed. "We did it," Mia said. "We are stronger than I thought." "Yes," Leo said. "We are learning and we are alive." As the sun started to set, they looked for a place to sleep. They found a small forest with tall trees. They made a small fire, cooked some food, and slept under the stars. The sky was clear, the moon shone brightly, and the sound of the river in the distance was calm. They felt proud and happy. They were free, but the journey was just beginning.
The road to Green Hills was long and difficult, and many challenges were waiting for them, but Mia and Leo were ready to face anything together.
Mia and Leo woke up early near the small forest where they slept. The morning was cold but calm. The birds were singing. The wind moved the leaves softly. The river in the distance shone in the sunlight. Mia stretched her arms. "I feel happy today," she said. "Yes," Leo said, "but we must be careful. The road to Green Hills is not safe. There are wild animals, rivers, and mountains. We need to watch every step." They packed their small bags. They ate bread, cheese, and some fruit that Maria gave them. After a few minutes, they started walking again. The forest was thick. Trees were tall. Shadows moved on the ground. Small animals ran between the leaves. As they walked, Mia thought about the life they left behind. "Do you think people in Blue Lake Town will miss us?" she asked. "I don't know," Leo said. "Maybe some will, but we cannot return. That town is calm, but it is not real. Life is more than calm. Life is adventure, freedom, and learning. We must go forward." Mia nodded. She looked at the hills in the distance. They were far, but she felt hope. After walking for several hours, they reached a wide river. The water moved quickly. It was bigger than the river they crossed yesterday. Leo said, "We must find a safe place to cross. The water is fast and dangerous." They walked along the bank. Stones and branches made the road difficult. Suddenly, Mia saw movement in the water. A small branch was moving fast. Then she saw something bigger. A small log was rolling in the water. Leo said, "We can cross there. The water is not deep and the stones are big. We can step carefully." Mia agreed. They crossed slowly, helping each other. The water was cold. Their shoes got wet, but they did not stop. After 10 minutes, they reached the other side. Both sat on the grass and laughed. "We did it," Mia said. "We are brave." "Yes," Leo said, "but we must continue. The village is still far, and the sun will go down soon." They walked for more hours. The sun was high in the sky. They stopped under a big tree to eat and drink water. Leo took out the map Maria gave them. "If we follow this path," he said, "we will reach a small village tonight. Then tomorrow we can continue to Green Hills." Mia looked at the map. "It is not easy. Many hills, forests, and rivers. But I am ready. We can do it." As they continued walking, the forest became thicker. Shadows became darker. Sounds of birds were fewer. The wind was soft, but the forest felt strange. Suddenly, they heard a noise. Mia stopped. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. Leo listened. "Yes, it's coming from the bushes." A small fox appeared first. It ran quickly past them. Mia laughed. "It is only a fox. I am scared for nothing." Leo smiled. "Yes, but we must be careful. Other animals may not be friendly." They continued walking. After some time, they saw smoke in the distance. Mia said, "Maybe another village." They went slowly toward the smoke. When they were closer, they saw a small group of people. They were around a fire. Some were cooking, some were talking. Children were playing near the river. Everything looked peaceful. A man noticed them and came closer. He was tall and strong, with short black hair. "Hello," he said. "Are you travelers? You look tired." "Yes," Mia said. "We are traveling. We left Blue Lake Town. Can we rest here?" The man nodded. "My name is Robert. You can rest. We have food and water, but the road is dangerous. Many wild animals live in the forest. You must be careful." They followed Robert to a small house near the village. Inside, it was simple but clean. A small fireplace, chairs, and a table. Robert gave them bread, cheese, and water. As they ate, Mia asked, "Do you know the way to Green Hills?" Robert nodded. "Yes, but the road is not safe. There are forests, rivers, and wild animals. You must travel carefully. Also, there are places where robbers sometimes appear. You must watch and be careful." Mia and Leo looked at each other.
Robbers? Mia asked. Yes, Robert said. Sometimes travelers meet bad people. You must be brave, but careful. Never go alone. Always help each other. Mia and Leo promised to be careful. That night, they slept in the small house. The fire in the fireplace kept them warm. Outside, the wind moved the trees. They listened to the river. The night was calm but mysterious. Next morning, they packed their bags again. Robert gave them some food and water. He said, "Take this path, follow the river. After some hours, you will see a hill. Be careful, the hill is steep and slippery." They started walking. The path was difficult. Rocks, trees, and small animals appeared. The sun was high. Their legs were tired. They rested under a tree and drank water. Mia said, "I feel tired but happy. Every step is new. Every step is adventure." "Yes," Leo said, "I feel the same. We are learning. Life is beautiful outside controlled towns." After walking several hours, they reached the hill. The ground was wet from morning rain. The hill was steep. They held each other's hands and climbed carefully. Stones moved under their feet. Water ran between rocks. Suddenly, Leo slipped. Mia grabbed him. "Hold my hand, don't fall." Leo held her hand tightly. Step by step, they climbed carefully. After 20 minutes, they reached the top. They were tired, but safe. Mia looked at the forest below. "It is beautiful," she said. The sun reflected on the river. Trees moved in the wind. Birds flew freely. "Yes," Leo said, "and it is dangerous too. We must never forget that. Freedom is not always safe, but it is worth it." They rested for some time. Then they continued walking. The village and the hills were behind them. The road to Green Hills was long, but they were ready for the challenges. By evening, they found a small, safe place near a tree to sleep. They cooked some food. The sky turned red and orange. Stars appeared slowly. They lay down, listening to the forest sounds. The river was calm in the distance. Mia said, "Today was difficult, but we learned many things. We are stronger now." "Yes," Leo said, "tomorrow we will continue, and we will face new challenges, but together we can do anything." They fell asleep under the stars, ready for the journey ahead.
Mia and Leo woke up early. The sky was gray with thin clouds. The morning was cold. The forest around them was quiet. Small birds moved from tree to tree. The wind whispered softly through the leaves. The river was farther away now, but they could hear its distant sound. "We must continue," Leo said, stretching his arms. "The village is far, and the sun will go down soon. We need to move before dark." Mia nodded. "Yes, but the forest feels different today. Something is strange." They packed their small bags. The food Robert gave them was almost finished. They had bread, cheese, and some fruits. Water was enough for now. They put everything carefully in their bags and started walking. The forest became thicker. The trees were taller and the shadows were darker. Sunlight passed slowly through the leaves. The path was not clear anymore. Small animals moved quickly. Birds flew silently. Every sound seemed louder in the quiet forest. Mia held Leo's hand. "I feel nervous," she whispered. "Yes," Leo said. "I feel the same, but we must be brave. We can't go back now. We must continue." After some hours, they heard strange noises. The sound of branches breaking, leaves moving, and small stones falling. Mia stopped. "What is that?" she asked. Leo looked carefully. "I don't know. Maybe animals. Maybe other travelers. Let's move slowly and quietly." They walked slowly, looking carefully at every shadow. Suddenly, a small fox appeared. It ran quickly across the path. Mia laughed softly. "Only a fox," she said. "I am scared for nothing." "Yes," Leo said, "but we must continue carefully." They continued walking. The forest became darker. Clouds covered the sun. Rain started slowly, first small drops, then bigger ones. The ground became slippery. Leaves and small branches moved in the wind.
Mia slipped on a wet stone. Leo grabbed her hand. "Hold my hand, be careful." She held his hand tightly. Step by step, they moved through the wet forest. The rain was stronger now. They found a small cave near a hill. It was dark but dry. "Let's rest here for a while," Leo said. "We can wait for the rain to stop." They entered the cave. Inside it was cool and dark. They could hear the sound of the rain on the rocks outside. Mia sat down. "We are lucky to find this cave. If we were outside, we would be wet and cold." "Yes," Leo said. "We must use every chance we have. The forest is beautiful, but it is also dangerous. We need to rest and eat something." They ate a small meal of bread and cheese. The rain continued for hours. They talked quietly about their journey. "Do you remember Willow River?" Mia asked. "Yes," Leo said. "I miss my family sometimes, but we cannot go back. That life is calm but not alive. Here we are learning. We are alive." Mia nodded. "I feel the same. Every step we take teaches us something new. We are stronger now." The rain stopped in the late afternoon. The forest became brighter. Water moved in small streams on the ground. The air smelled fresh. Leaves glistened with rain. They left the cave and continued walking. The path became more difficult. Stones and roots were slippery. They helped each other carefully. Sometimes they had to climb small hills. Sometimes they had to cross streams. As they walked, Mia saw a small deer. It looked at them and ran quickly into the forest. Birds flew from tree to tree. Every sound was alive. Mia smiled. "I love this forest. It is dangerous but beautiful." "Yes," Leo said, "and it teaches us to be careful and brave. We will never forget this forest." By evening, they found a small river. The water was clear and cold. They drank water and rested near the riverbank. The sun started to set. Orange and red colors filled the sky. The river reflected the light. Mia said, "Tomorrow we will reach the small village. We need to rest well tonight." "Yes," Leo said. "We have a long journey ahead, but we can do it. Together we are strong." They made a small fire near the river. They cooked some food. The forest was calm. Owls hooted in the distance. The sound of water and wind was peaceful. That night they slept under a small shelter made of branches. They felt tired but happy. The forest of shadows was behind them, and a new day awaited them. Mia thought about the journey. She understood that freedom was not easy. It was full of challenges, fear, and hard work, but it was beautiful. Every step, every challenge, every danger made them stronger. Leo dreamed about the future. He imagined the small village, new people, and a life full of freedom. He smiled in his sleep. The morning came with light. The forest looked different in the sun. Shadows were shorter. The river sparkled. Birds sang loudly. Mia and Leo felt ready. "Today," Mia said, "we will continue to the small village. We will meet people who can help us, and we will continue our journey to green hills." "Yes," Leo said, "every day is a new adventure, and we are ready for it." They packed their bags, drank water from the river, and started walking again. The forest was alive. Every sound, every movement, every smell told them that life was real. They were free. The journey was difficult, but Mia and Leo understood that the road to freedom was worth every step. And as they walked, the forest of shadows slowly disappeared behind them, giving space to hills, rivers, and a new horizon.